Hello everybody, it's the Abstractionist. I'm here with Tarot Moth Day 6. So this video is about some burgeoning tarot interests. So I was watching one of the people that I'm subscribed to. I think, if you don't know, it's Jess Puckett. So she's leaning more into Vedic astrology, and I really like that. I feel like that's something that you don't really see too much, as far as I think more American, Canadian, stuff like that. Usually when it's Vedic, it's more like Indian, readers and things like that, which is I mean, can't really complain there. But yeah, so I was watching a video from her, one of her recent pick a cards, and she's one of the few people I still watch pick a cards for. But she was talking about different yonis, and she was mentioning the different specific one in that, and I was like, I want to look this up. So I started looking up. It was horse yoni, and I started looking it up astrology wise, right? And then I was like, what is mine? I was like, what's mine? What's mine? And so what I ended up doing was finding a website about that you could calculate it, a natal chart. And so I found out what mine was, and I started looking into it, and I felt like it was really good. It was really good information. I felt like it could get straight to the point without you having to have an entire system. And it got me to thinking about maybe I want to delve into Vedic astrology a little bit. I'd already kind of thought about that. I did want to learn Sanskrit and stuff like that. I'm really not into yoga. I'm sorry. Yoga, what is it? Nada, Nidra. The aspect of it where you're doing the sound. That's what I'm interested in, because I've had an experience with that. With another reader that used to be on here, her name was Moonrise Cottage, Mary Ellen. Got to meet her on Zoom. Cool ass lady. She did the classes, and yeah, it was cool. Anyway, she's no longer online. She kind of moved on. All the people I love just leave. But she moved on. But I still watch Jess on there. And so I just started thinking about Vedic astrology, and do I want to pursue it? Because as a massage therapist, I do want to incorporate Ayurveda into my practice in some capacity, as well as acupuncture perhaps in the future. I'm very much into gua sha and the various cuppings and things like that, the tools and stuff like that that are more Eastern modality based. It's just their approach to wellness in general is a little bit more holistic than Western, and for that reason I just am more interested in. But the Vedic part, I have a deck that does different it talks about all these kind of things, but I was kind of I still want to study a bunch of other shit. So when will I get the time for this, right? But calculating that really let me know that I am probably going to embark on some sort of Vedic astrology, or just astrology study in some capacity in greater depth. And I do feel like I want to take a proper certification kind of course, the ones that are 1 or 2 years. I do think that I want to do that. There's some other things I'm interested in. Human design I'm interested in gene key astrologies also, and then maybe Enneagram. Someone online was Enneagram is the Christian zodiac, the Christian horoscope type thing. It really is. It's really the Christian zodiac. Let's get real. But like, I want to do these things because I do think that I will start to offer services, and so I want to be as like well prepared as possible. Another thing that I'm interested in is learning about the astrological associations and the tarot. So like, you know, when they say like 3 of Cups, like what does that translate to? You know, 7 of Swords, what is that? And start building my knowledge in that way, because currently right now I'm very intuitive, and I do want to incorporate that book knowledge into it. It's not going to override what I'm doing, but I do want to incorporate it because I want to use the cards and lay them out like a natal chart. And so I really do want to kind of connect the two and hone in on being able to read for people, right? So if someone has a natal chart and we're just going to do the 10 planets, and I put out cards and I know 8 of Cups is like Pisces and Saturn. How do I know? Saturn and Pisces. Like you know, certain, there's a Hallmark movie, you know, got a good old Hallmark for the holidays. Anyway, I am interested in learning that because I want to like read a chart and then do like the different cards and stuff like that. You know, maybe major arcana only, and then all of it together. You know, it's not like the Wheel of the Year, but you know, it would be like, oh, I'm laying down a natal chart, your first house, your second house, your third house, your fourth house. And I feel like I want that knowledge to lay the foundation so that I can be the best informed astrologer that I can be. So I will have to start studying. I'm gonna have to start studying that. Another thing I need to start studying is Daikinga, like Bakongo cosmology. There's a few books on it. It's not that common. Usually when people head into African spirituality, it's more like Ifa, Western, you know, African traditions. And really it's just Ifa, like Nigerian, which I kind of find interesting because it's not that most of the African like slaves came from Nigeria. They actually came from more like central, like Africa. And I mean, I guess Nigeria is like leaning into central because Cameroon is considered central, but it's actually like a lot of them came from like central south as in like Angola, not necessarily South Africa. But yeah, like they have a significance in African spirituality practices here in the US and South America, Caribbean, and stuff like that. It's not just like Nigeria. I get very frustrated with the over-representation just because it's like, also it's an ancestral thing. That's another video for another day. But anyway, the Congo cosmology system, learning about that because I wrote poems about it this semester, so I was obviously very intrigued. But I feel a little bit more tied to that culture. And another thing I need to do is actually book an ancestry reading. Like, I just want to see what comes up from one of the readers that I watch, Dawning Dreams. She does those, so check her out if you're interested in that. But yeah, so to wrap this all up, definitely interested in Vedic. I will make a decision. I might find if there's like a short course, you know, like, look, you know, Instagram always got a course. Somebody always got a course. Sign up for this link. You know, it may be a 6-week course or something like that, or like just a little, you know, overview. You know, it's like $100 or something like that. So like slowly building up my skill set, learning to read a chart, learning to really properly do that so that I can offer this, because the way it's looking, I'm gonna be just one of them people that you look up and you be like, what is she doing? What does she do for a living? She's a massage therapist, writer, tarot reader, astrologer, artist, musician. Musicians in the works as well. You know, she's like fully in that path. I know my mama wanted an engineer, but my mama didn't want an engineer. My family probably would have been a little bit more like happy about it, but like, you got what you got, so there's that. But I really want to start studying a lot more. I think Saturn is kicking in. Like, are you going to do this or not? Like, are you going to go for it and be like on this path or not? Because you not, you can get the fuck on. And so, wanting to learn so much about that. And yeah, that's day, what is it? Day 6. Day 6. Deepening my spirituality practices. Upcoming video will be creating the altar for winter. I want to make some specific art. I gotta like decide to do that. Like meditative kind of art, like objects. So ritual meditative objects, deepening my learning Les Normands. I want to do that. And then I think that's about it for the studying. I do have a few people that I'm interested in studying as well. I just gotta make the time, because the one lady, Benabel Wynn, she was like, this shit is like a graduate level. I'm like, lady, what? It literally says in there, he was like, this is like graduate level type, like pace. So be prepared. So I have to literally be prepared as a graduate student for this graduate stuff. It's so funny because like yesterday the camera was over here and today the camera's back over here. So I'm just so confused. Or maybe it was always on this side and now it's on this side. I don't know. Anyway, I'm confused. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching day 6. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know in the comments below, what are you studying as far as like spirituality, esoteric, occult kind of things, and what are your plans for 2024? Those are basically my 2024 plans, to study some of these things, at least knock 1 or 2 of them out, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.